Uh-oh.
That's how you start it. Perfect. No, yeah, so it's been a while since we've done a podcast.
It has.
Just
I
a
actually
little.
can't remember the last time we did one.
I was going to say last year.
Well, when last year? I think during the summer.
No, I think it was... Because I was going crazy about Maniac McGee. I was living in...
Remember we
I
were
was living
eating
in,
something.
north at that point.
I don't remember.
So at some point in between September through December at some point.
But this is a different one, guys. So we decided since there's no audio, we're just doing... since there's no video, we're just doing audio. So normally we would all be in our homes, but Ethan's here because his car broke down.
Yeah.
Is this recording now?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Holly still need a podcast. I'm just kidding.
I'll see if someone can replace
But
it.
yeah, hopefully we can get more.
Even your car broke down?
Hopefully we can get more. Yeah,
Well,
do you want to talk about that, Ethan? Oh, first of all, Aaron's here. It's me, Aaron. Who are you?
Not Aaron.
Thank you. And then also not Aaron, known as Holly. So not Aaron. What happened to your
I'm
car
Holly.
today?
Well, it's been going on the past few weeks. It's been overheating. Like, dangerously overheating. And took it in today. The radiator's cracked.
Cracked?
Oh, you have a cracked radiator?
I
Yeah.
thought you said damage. Earlier.
No, it's cracked.
So like the heat actually was breaking it.
Well, look, the coolant was leaking out of it. There was no way it was actually getting any heat dissipation.
Oh, until
Oh.
you actually like turned it off.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
To replace the radiator, it's not too terrible, but who knows if it did further damage.
Yeah, that's the problem. They said they can't really know until they get that fixed.
Wait, what does that mean? Like they have to take it out and then do the other damage?
No, we
or
placed
they
it and
have
see
and
because there's some things they just can't know.
That sucks. So it's like, so if your car explodes while you're driving it, we
well,
know it's
if
more...
I have a cracked head gasket, there's no way to really tell at this point
I
because
see.
the main problem is the radiator.
Mm.
But to replace the radiator, replace the hoses, flush out any coolant in the system, and an oil change, and the diagnostic, it's about $900.
Jesus.
Oof, that's not good.
Nope.
Hopefully you get that on your tax returns. It'll
Well,
get
are
even.
you... Wait, so are you gonna go through with it, or...?
Yes.
I mean, he kind of has to.
Okay.
It's not-
Well, I mean, that's just the beginning price, though. What if it's even more?
Then I messed up. and won't fix it.
Oh, man.
Oh.
I told myself if it was underneath the grand, I would get it fixed. And it was
Oh,
underneath
okay.
the grand.
Well, if it was more, then what would you have done?
Get a new car.
Wow, do you think it would have been cheaper?
Would have lasted longer.
Okay.
This car probably has a good 2 or 3 years. I mean, if this fixes the problem, it's got like good 2 or 3 years left in it. Maybe 5 if I'm lucky.
Wow.
I just gotta take better care of it.
You usually do take pretty... I mean...
I've been lazy the past year, and that's my problem.
When I had my car, I didn't get the oil changed for
Yeah,
a
but
year and a half.
that can, depending on how much you drive, can be okay.
Well, I told them
There
to tell
was-
me how much that was left, and they were like, "You still had like a quarter left." I was like, "What?"
As long as you still have oil, it'll survive. But
Survive, but not thrive.
yeah,
Hey,
Holly,
Really, the only
that
weird
rhymes.
thing I've
Good
noticed...
job.
Really, the only weird thing I've noticed about your car that you don't really keep up with it is it always smells like onion rings, and I don't know why.
Oh my god, I hate you so much. You two.
So here's what happened, internet. We went to Sonic one time, Ethan, Holly, and I,
in Austin.
and Austin. That's right, because Austin was in the front, and Holly and I were in the back. Ethan got a family size thing of onion rings.
Share with everyone because I was being nice.
You are. You're a very nice person. It's thank you, Ethan. I remember they were good for the one I had. So Ethan and Austin had their fill, and they were still eating their burger. So they gave it back to us to eat, and we didn't really care for them. They were like, we were full from our stuff. I mean, Holly takes a bite of a burger and then she's done.
She's done for like a week.
No, at least let
And,
me half of it.
We didn't know if Ethan still wanted it, so we threw our trash away, but we kept the onion rings back there. And when did you find it? Like the next day?
The
or...
next day when I was going into my car to go to work,
Oh, but it was like during summer, so it was like 70-degree weather.
it was like 90-degree weather.
Oh. Yeah,
And they didn't tell me that the onion rings back there.
Well,
So when I got the next day, it's rank of Sonic onion rings.
it depends if you like that scent or not. It could be a
That
good
scent
candle.
stayed for like a week.
Did you like the scent?
No.
Oh.
Because it was cold, stale onion ring scent. It wasn't fresh out of the fryer deliciousness. It sat in the back of a car overnight.
That's
Well,
funny. We did do it again after that.
Yeah, because I yelled at you
we
guys.
learned our lesson.
Some of us did.
Oh man.
I learned a lesson. Not to let you guys eat food in the back of my car again.
No.
I think we still have since.
Yeah, you just make sure we throw all our trash away and then you double check.
Triple check.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Holly, how's your new house and everything?
Yeah, so I recently moved out. It's going good. We pretty much have everything unpacked at this point. Still a bit we have to do. I don't know how to decorate, so there's that. But it's functional. It's good.
A functioning house is pretty functional.
Yep, it's functional.
Does this mean it's picking her up as well on the mics?
I don't know.
Oh well, we'll see. Yeah.
So the cats are doing well. They're all sleeping.
You have what, the mom and two of the kitties?
No, she didn't take them off.
No,
She took the
I
three
abandoned
cats.
the mother.
She
Just kidding, I
ripped
didn't abandon her.
she ripped the children away from the mom.
That's typical of Holly.
That's
Spread misery.
No, the
where's
mom
the
is still
mom?
with my dad. That's
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't actually just leave her somewhere.
No, but she
So-
stole her
no,
kids.
she-
So who do you
apparently-
have? You have Megatron and who?
Hermione.
Hermione.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
But then Xander's cat is Dust Bunny.
Do animals know?
When the children ripped away, yes.
No. So this is gonna be weird. It's just a random question. So Megatron's a boy, right?
Yeah.
And Hermione's a girl. Like, do animals know that they're related?
Yes.
I mean,
Like, it's gonna be an
Maybe,
issue. If you
but
it's gonna be
they're
an
both already
issue.
fixed,
it's gonna be
so-
an issue. Oh, never mind.
What'd you say?
She said they're both fixed.
So they can do whatever they want.
No,
It'll be-
that does not mean they can.
It'll be weird,
No.
but it'll be fun. They're animals.
no, that means that they won't have those desires.
Those urges.
I wouldn't say that necessarily.
That's true.
Do you remember Willie and Tickle's Head?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Well, so far they've been good. They don't have any incest.
Just
abilities
wait.
there.
How?
No.
Yeah, cats are infamous for that. So, how old are they now? Are they like a year or something? A year and a half?
Almost a year.
Yeah, in May they'll be a year old.
Aw, they're barely younger than, because Koopa's a little bit old. Koopa's 2.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Moon is almost 2.
Oh dang.
We got Moon the same day Holly's cats were born. And I know that
Really?
because on the way to the Humane Society, I got a bunch of snaps from Holly.
Of like adorable
It was a
little like.
disturbing day.
Well,
let me tell you.
why was
it
A
disturbing?
disturbing.
You never
day.
saw a cat give birth before?
We watch a lot of
And it was
Animal Planet
disgusting.
back in the kid.
It
Back
was
in the day.
What was disgusting? The sound, the smell, the noise. What?
the sound, the smell, the noise,
Wait,
her reaction.
What was the sound? Was the sound just like?
Yeah, it was disgusting. And then after the cat came out, the sack that it was in is this very sick, furry sack, and she ate it, and I almost puked. You guys.
Well, it's like the
Almost
it's
puked.
like the
Yeah, it's full of nutrients.
yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like a human's. It just.
Well, that's
it
because
probably
it looks like a cat.
It's disgusting.
And do you remember
gross.
watching Animal Planet back in the day?
No,
What?
we used to do that on like.
When we were at Mom's, we would watch Animal Planet.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
And there were a couple videos like of zookeepers of like giraffes giving birth or
Yeah, because
cows
the
or
giraffe literally
lions.
it wasn't lying down, so it literally just like spat out its child, and then it got up and walked and ran. I was like, what? It can do that minute 0 on like.
Humans are dumb. We can't do anything when we're
Well,
born.
apparently, don't quote me on this, but I remember hearing somewhere that humans shouldn't come out until they're like, you know, where a baby is 5 months after it's born. That's when we should come out, but we can't because if every human comes out at that point, they'll kill the mom because it'll be too big.
Yeah. Well, too big and too many nutrients. Like it would literally harvest her nutrients.
It would take like her
It
organs.
would cauliflower the heart.
It would
from the
alien. Yeah, it would
inside.
alien. It would alien her. But yeah, but even then, like apparently, babies' kneecaps they don't like become hard until they're 2.
Same with the skulls. The skulls are very soft and not one piece.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, humans are very fragile, but we live longer than them, so suck it, nature.
There you go.
Like, if you have a child, and on the same day you get a kitten, and that child has a replacement pet, or let's say a cat and a dog, every time the last one dies, how many animals will they have throughout their time? I poorly phrased that question.
If it's a cat, cats can live up to 20 years.
So
Yeah, cats can live quite a time.
so a human can have up to, if they live to be
4 to
100,
5.
4 to 5. What about dogs? They're longer. They're like
No, dogs live like 10 to 13 years.
Really?
Cats live
I thought
longer
they
than-
lived at
cats-
least
wait,
15 or something.
cats live longer than dogs.
Yeah. Depending on the breed, it's like 10 to 15 years.
So basically the same as well. So maybe 3, but you can get up to 4 or
Malamutes
5.
and German Shepherds usually don't last till like past 10.
Why?
I don't know. And Casey was both breeds, and she lived to be about 13, so which was really weird. But like,
Dang. Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought they lived kind of the same.
no,
I
cats
thought
are.
they lived at least 15 years or so.
It depends, I guess, what you feed them. I was watching a video recently. I don't know why it's recommended, but it's what this guy feeds his dog every day. And
Food.
thank you, Ethan. But but he gets them like from a special like dog food place where it's just raw meat and everything. But yeah, he has like bison meat every day, and then like he says once a week he gives them like chicken feet, which you can get at the regular, like I think King Super sells chicken feet.
So do we.
Oh yeah, I saw that
So
one.
does Seaplay.
Man, I the sound, it was just all crunch. But then he also gave him like a 2 blueberries and like an egg, and I want to do that for Haley, but apparently
I don't think you're supposed to give dogs unless the blueberries are peeled, but the outer laying has cellulose and they can't really process that.
apparently because he always was specific and said he gave him 2 or 3, and then I looked it up. They can barely have any. If they have too much, then there's-
okay. So if they do 2, they're fine.
I don't know why he just didn't choose a different fruit.
YOLO.
But well, yeah, especially if you eat all those blueberries.
Whatever doesn't kill the dog makes it stronger.
Not,
Oh, yeah.
not if it's blueberries or chocolate. But yeah, I want to see if I can do that for Haley, but I have to ask Elise since it's her dog.
Probably not. Haley's too old to start doing that.
Well, because there was one time, I was cooking chicken thighs, and I wanted to be nice to her, and I was like, "Oh, here, Haley." So I literally, I got it on my plate. I cut a tiny piece for her. I threw it on the floor. She ate it. 10 seconds later, she went, ugh, ugh. I was like, no. And I was like trying to get outside, and then she just completely threw a giant pile of vomit. Nice visual.
Oh gosh.
And I was upset. I had to clean that. Did not really enjoy my dinner after that. I told Elise what happened. I said, hey, I gave her some chicken, and she threw up. And she's like, was it right off the pan? I was like, yeah. It's like, so it was hot? It's like, yeah. It's like, yeah, she can't do hot food. Her stomach can't handle it for some reason. I was like, oh, cool. Wish I would have known
Oh
that.
gosh. Yeah.
So I don't know, but I don't know if you can give it to her raw. I mean,
No.
in the video he gave the bison and the chicken feet just straight up raw, but I don't know about like turkey and chicken.
The meat itself, no, you don't give it raw.
Why not turkey? But for the bison he was able to.
Because bison doesn't have salmonella in it.
Oh,
It's red meat.
Oh, so it, yeah, 'cause
okay.
it was
So you
all
can
red
have
meat.
it fairly. You
But
can
why
have
not?
it-
He didn't cook the chicken feet.
It's probably not any meat. It's probably a collagen. He probably should have.
Okay. What
But-
does chicken feet taste like?
Chicken feet.
Thank you, Ethan. I wonder how many times I'm gonna say this podcast. That's officially the name of this podcast now.
Thanks, Ethan.
Of this episode. But yeah, do you give your cat anything special, Holly?
No.
How do you know?
Yeah, no. I'll give them chicken, like rotisserie chicken every now and again. But
Like
that's
a
pretty much
whole
it.
rotisserie chicken.
An entire rotisserie chicken.
For each cat.
And no, I'm just kidding.
It's a
No,
very
no,
spoiled
they get
cat.
pieces. They get pieces of it.
Because cats eat meat, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they eat fish.
Yeah.
I wonder if you could give them cooked fish.
Well, apparently fish isn't the best for males. I guess their bladders, I don't know, it affects their bladders over time if you give them a lot. So we try to reduce the amount of fish we give them, but chicken's okay. And we give them like canned food and stuff like that.
Yeah, apparently the cats and dogs, like all animals, they need more wet food. They can't just have that dry stuff.
Kibble.
Yeah. I mean, imagine living off
Oh.
like the same food for the rest of your life.
Yeah, that would suck.
Depending on what it is.
That's like, well, but if it's like nutrients, let's say someone says, "Oh, you get to eat rice and beans for the rest of your life every day."
That life would not last long.
Yeah, really.
I would have gassed myself to death.
Oh, with
Hold
the beans.
on, we should
yeah,
guess
with the beans.
what
Yeah,
we
you
should-
should, yeah, you do that. Oh man.
Wait,
You
hold on.
remember me gassing myself out of this room while I was playing Halo
No.
5 with Marcus?
No. No.
Before we moved out, I was like,
No.
what? At some early 2016? I don't know what I ate, but I kept farting nonstop to the point where I had to leave this room because it was just it smelled so bad.
I barely remember playing
That's so
Halo 5 with
gross.
you and Marcus. I literally only have one memory from Halo 5 with you and
It
Marcus.
was because when we
It was that it was
so, a skunk.
So Holly, we had a Halo 5 has a game type. It was good when it came out, but then 343 changed the rules and made it kind of bad in my opinion. But there was a game type called Breakpoint? Breakout?
Breakout.
It was a game type called Breakout, and it's 4v4 and you have one life. So if you're dead for that round. First to 5 rounds wins the match, right?
Okay.
I was playing with Ethan, Marcus, and I, and we had a random, and we lost 4 in a row. So I was
Wow.
like, okay, they're gonna win, obviously. Let's just try to win at least one round. Did we talk about this on the podcast before?
We maybe did.
Yeah, I think we did. I think we talked with
Well,
Rudy.
We won one round. Well, we
and
didn't talk with Holly. It's
We
fine.
we won one round. I was like, all right, well, it'll be 5-1. It's fine. So let's just get this over with. And then we won the second one. We were like, okay, that's a little surprise. And then when we won the third, we were like, if we win the next one, we're tied. And we won the next one and tied. And it's like,
Oh my gosh.
this is a game changer now, guys. Let's do this. We're tied. And we came back. So they won 4 in a row, which is a lot, but we won 5 in a row. But every single round was sweaty because we were just like, we cannot lose.
To be so close to winning, only to have it taken away.
I was
They
legit.
only needed one round.
I was legit waiting for a hate message after that. I've gotten so
I think they all knew that they were just trash.
the few times I've played with, I mean, we were trashed.
Yeah.
We were all bad. It's
but
like
they
it's
realized
like,
that they just stopped playing so well. They got too easy on us and they couldn't get back.
I one thing I like about whenever I play Halo with you and Charlie on PC is
Chris.
I get them mixed up. But I like how fast you can type to everyone on the team or in the chat. Because it's fun, like, if you're pissing someone off, they'll let you know right there, either through voice command, or they'll type a message in the chat for everyone.
Oh, you know what's so
Oh.
funny? Speaking of Halo, the video you put out, Mahogany.
Oh, yeah.
Holly, we talking about that?
No.
No, I don't
we
think
We haven't
so.
seen it in like a year.
Okay.
Just kidding, but...
So, the tall Chris, his username is Mahogany 1994 469, because that's what they
Okay.
put at the end of it. And what we decided to do in voice chat in the game, so everyone around us could hear, is the other Chris with his southern. I want to say southern.
I don't
accent.
even know what accent he was doing.
It was really weird, but he was going like Mahogany 1994469, like in the.
He did it every 30 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
And like
like nonstop.
he would literally be like, I need you to go do the objective and then pick me up immediately. And he would do it, but he's like, Mahogany 1994469, you didn't do it fast enough, you will be reprimanded for this. So I was just like, what?
That's
And then
funny.
like
Good kill, Mohawk.
literally the description in that video on my YouTube channel is, I'm sorry they forced me to do this, to post this. He had a
That's
stroke at one
awesome.
point. Do you remember? He's like, Mahogany 1875 what?
Something.
Oh man.
Oh, we'll have to send you a link to that video, Holly. It's
Yeah, no, definitely do.
It's really entertaining.
You don't have to watch that one.
You
can,
should.
You can skip that
You
one.
should,
if you
though.
want.
It does
anything,
sound
watch
very
that one.
funny.
You need to watch one of our Raft videos that Ethan and I have done because they're pretty funny.
Your rap videos?
Raft.
Oh, Raft. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
the game when you're on like a boat and everything.
I'm on a boat.
We need to play games soon, Ethan.
Yeah, we do.
We need to. I need to either buy Minecraft or at the end of this month if it comes out, we should get Minecraft Dungeons because that game actually looks fun. It looks like it's not going to be like it looks like a lighter version of what's it called, Path of Exile.
Oh, okay.
Because Path of Exile is a dungeon crawler and Diablo. There we go. That's the main one. Those are games that like you can play for years and years and years and still do new stuff. It looks like a lighter version where, I mean, unless they have DLC, but eventually you'll do everything.
Okay.
But you still want to like grind the same levels to get better gear. But I think it would be like a fun, like we can easily play it, do everything in a good amount of time. But it won't be like, you know, oh, we have to play this for the next 2 years.
Okay.
So I think we should get it. I don't know games we can play with Holly, but she's on
Xbox.
How far?
We can play some Xbox Minecraft.
How far are you, Holly, with Revelations?
So I played it over the weekend, and right now I just got to the part.
And that was it.
What?
You played the tutorial and
right
that was it.
What? No, this time I got further than that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, now I am at this point where, like, I had to go into this area to find a key, but it's not like a key, it's like a round, I can't remember the actual name of it. It's like a
the entire
round.
game.
Yeah. So yeah, you have to find those 5 keys. Yeah, so that's the.
Yeah, I got the first one.
Oh, okay. Or I guess you mean the first one that because they had one in there, right?
Oh,
no, I don't think so. I just got
you
the
played
first
the tutorial plus a couple missions.
Yeah.
Got it.
But yeah, I hope you like that. Revelations is really good.
Yeah,
and then
after
after that you can watch Embers. How long is Embers? 15, 20 minutes?
How about that?
Yeah.
That was a good one. I liked it a lot.
What is it?
It's just what happens after Revelations. It's just like a 20-minute
Oh, cool.
movie
Okay.
and everything like that. So I guess it's like an episode. But yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, Revelations it's even with the amount that you like barely play games because I know you don't have too much free time. It's Revelations is a relatively short game.
Oh yeah, and I plan to play it more often, like on the weekends or when I have time.
The bombs are fun.
But-
You can play bowling with the civilians.
Oh, really?
I mean, you know,
Maybe
the
I should
game
try
says
that.
you shouldn't, but you just wait like a minute and then you do it again and try to get more.
That's funny.
Like, what? It's
Oh,
fun
man.
to like you put gold down. I've never done this. I would never do this, but sometimes Sometimes I would see videos of people putting gold down, so all the civilians rush towards it, and then someone would throw a bomb and just take them all out.
Oh no, like the ones that detonate in 3 seconds or something?
Or the ones that are immediate. Or the ones that gas them.
Oh gosh.
But again, not me, because
Oh,
that's
God.
cruel. I would never do that. As
No,
tempting,
I totally didn't do that.
as tempting as it would be.
As entertaining it is to look and do, I didn't do it, probably.
I might have some clips too I need to delete on my Xbox One. I think
But I already have the third game because someone had given it to me a while ago.
I mean,
Do you think the Assassin's Creed
technically it's
3
the
is good?
5th, but
Well, it says Assassin's Creed 3.
I know.
Yeah,
Assassin's
Is
Creed
it
3
good? Do you recommend it or?
Yeah.
The only Assassin's Creed game that I wasn't a fan of was
Unity.
Unity, because it was just completely glitchy, and then I never played Syndicate. But I mean, after Revelations, you have 3, which is really good storyline and fun gameplay. After that, you get to be in a forest and you can climb on trees and you go hunting and stuff like that, and you have
That's
to
cool.
kill the animals a certain way. Like if you kill them with a gun, the pelts are damaged and everything, so you have to do it with an arrow or by trapping them. And then after
wow.
Snapping its neck.
after 3, excuse me, is 4, and that's a good one. That's like I think that's my second favorite Assassin's Creed game. And then you can decide if you want to play Unity and Syndicate, but Origins is a good one as well. And I can't speak for Odyssey because I haven't played it.
Oh, I have heard a lot about Origins.
Origins was a great game. Like the gameplay was fun, the story was fun. I mean it's Egypt, so I was instantly hooked when I saw that.
Yeah. Wow, it sounds okay. So I have some good gameplay ahead of me.
We should get her the
Take me a
Master Chief
bit.
Collection.
Yeah, we should.
So we should get you the Master Chief Collection so you can play the Halo campaigns.
All but
Pretty
5.
cool.
So
I know that Xander has a few of them.
oh really? I wonder if he
Yeah.
has when you say a few, I wonder if he has like the 360 copies.
It does. It's a 360.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can get like, I mean, the Master Chief Collection is pretty cheap right now because it's been out since 2014, and it
Okay,
became
gotcha.
playable like maybe 2 years ago. So
You know what I just realized?
Hmm.
Because 360 is like a full circle.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, the Xbox 360 is Xbox Circle.
I guess you could say
Oh, there
that.
you go.
It's just weird because it's a box,
I wonder why
a
they.
circle,
I wonder-
and an X.
I wonder
What
why.
does it mean?
I wonder why they called it.
360?
Yeah.
Because it was rounded.
You can play all
It
year
could
round.
do
Just kidding. That's 365.
games, some entertainment.
And that was it.
Yeah.
So it was well rounded. It has two things.
It was rounded for its time. And then you went to the Xbox One, which is not the original Xbox One, but the Xbox One, which is the new one. I don't know why they call it the Xbox One.
I saw a theory that because Windows 10 came out. I can't remember. Something with ones and zeros. I don't know. Screw it. I don't know. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm excited to see what happens with E3 this year, even though it's not going to be physical. But I think it's going to be all on YouTube and stuff.
Wait, what is that rumbling sound?
It's Ethan. It's Ethan. Like tapping his fingers, which he shouldn't do because he's messing up the audio. Sorry.
Oh
Once
gosh.
again, thank you, Ethan. Holly. So how's work been for everyone with the way the world is with the COVID-19 situation going on? Like, how have your jobs changed?
Drastically. I want to die.
You and I both work in retail, so I mean we have to clean carts constantly. We have to limit what certain things people get, which people yell at us. Oh, I have a funny story to tell that happened yesterday at work real quick though before we go back to COVID. So Holly, I had to do carts yesterday.
Yeah.
And I was on one side of the parking lot. And as I was going there, because I go to the very end, and then I slowly make my way towards the middle, and then go towards the other end when I get carts, right? As I was walking by, I saw this woman was in the handicap spot, and and they usually leave it right next to their car, because usually they don't want to walk there, which I understand if you're in a handicap spot.
Yeah.
So I was waiting for her. So I was gonna get the other carts, get them together, and then as I turn around to see if she was done, she was taking off in her car, but on the very bottom of her cart, she left toilet paper.
Oh no.
So I tried yelling, and she was driving, so she couldn't hear me. So I booked it, and I was on the sidewalk, like where people come into like like when they're going into the building, and I was running, keeping up with her, and I was just like I ran past someone, and my walkie fell, and she saw that. She saw me like turn my head back and then go back forward as like I saw that it fell, but I couldn't get it.
Yeah.
And she saw me like putting my hand out, go like, "Ma'am," and I would run a bit more, like, "Ma'am," and then I saw the stop sign, so I was like, she'll slow down in a second, hopefully. She slows down, and I like kind of like get in front of her with my hand out, and she stops. She looks very like surprised, and I was like, I was like kind of panting, so I had to like look down because like with the way like everything is, and she opened her door, and I was like, "Did you buy toilet paper?" And she's like, "Oh, I did." I was like, "Okay, I'll be right back." So I had to run back, and as I did that, the woman that I passed, she's like, "You're one in a million for doing that." But
yeah, seriously.
I give the woman her toilet paper. She takes off. And I'm slowly walking back, trying to catch my breath, and my boss came out. And oh, is that wait really? He says, "Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, I didn't realize we had the timer there. Sorry,
I tried to do that discreetly, and you
just
ruined
no,
that.
I did. It's fine. We got like 15 minutes left. But anyways, so my boss came out, and he was holding the walkie. I was like, "Oh, thanks. Yeah, I dropped that." I was like, "Yeah, some woman forgot toilet paper, so I ran after her." He's like, "Oh." I was literally like at the entrance, and I just saw you zip by real fast, so I thought like there was an accident and we had to call an ambulance. And I was like, "Oh no, we're fine. She just forgot her toilet paper, and I just tried to catch her." But yeah, it was a very funny experience that happened that day.
Yeah, that would be. But that's good that you did that, and she was able to get it.
Yo, what's up?
Would you like to come join
We're,
the hell?
we're recording.
Sorry.
Um,
Does it say
that thing is so that. Oh god.
But no, job wise, I mean, not much has changed
Put
for
the
me
hat out
since
more.
I don't really have much contact anyways.
Yeah, because you
Um,
do. What is your job description or job title?
My title is environmental analyst, and
Okay.
so I'm basically minimizing the amount of pollutants that get into our, stormwater.
When people are doing
And-
construction and stuff like that.
What?
What? Because you do it when people are doing construction, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because a lot of construction sites, they have inlets that go straight to the MS4, which is basically where all the water goes to, and then it gets treated.
Of course.
But before it gets treated, it goes through a lot of wildlife, and it'll kill off fish, or it'll create algae blooms, or eutrophication spots. So it's really important to kind of mitigate the amount of pollutants that get into the water before it actually gets treated.
So there's a road that's been under construction for it seems like half a year now. Do they have to have someone like that as well when they're expanding, because they're expanding the road, so they're tearing up the old sidewalks and they're tearing up the just the dirt that was on the side, and I think they're just trying to make the road a lot bigger. Do they need someone as well for that to make sure they're not doing anything wrong, to permanently
Usually because I actually have a site where it's just road work, but it depends on how big the area is, or if it's close to some kind of waterway. If it's within a certain distance, then you have to have some kind of permit and then get inspections.
Like, you
There's
mean-
a creek down the road.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's a lake and everything, so I would imagine they would probably need someone like that then.
Yeah. Or if it's over an acre, then they have to get one.
Are you allowed to show up when the construction crew is not there for the day?
I mean, that's happened before, but usually that means I can't get in, so now I just have to do perimeter.
Oh, okay, so it depends on, that's true, because they'll block it off.
Yeah, but basically now my job's actually a little bit easier because I don't have to update my maps and I don't have to audit anything because I'm not supposed to be touching anything. So really it's just, I go investigate and then I do a report, and then
What do you mean
just
about
emails.
What do you mean you're not touching things? What are you actually touching there that you can't do right now?
I'd have to go into the office that's on site, and then it's called the stormwater management plan. So it's this giant binder that has all this information to make sure that the site is in compliance with the state and city permits. And usually I audit those and I update maps and I do a bunch of work in those.
Oh, so you make sure it's all
But-
legit and up to date and everything?
Yeah, and in compliance, because we'll get random state inspections, and if that happens, the state goes through it piece by piece, and you want to make sure that it's looking good.
Oh wow, so
But-
you have to know all the things that have to be legal and that are allowed and everything.
Yeah, it's a lot of memorization, but it's nice because I learn something new all the time. But I don't have to do that right now because we're not supposed to go in anywhere. You're not supposed to talk with anyone, so it's really just basically working from your car at home, after you've done everything, and then do your reports.
So your day's shorter?
And they are shorter, but it seems like a lot of stuff has been coming up at other sites, and it's just requiring a lot of work that's more on my computer than anything. So it today I didn't end until a little bit after 5, and usually I get off early on Wednesdays. But
Oh,
that's
wow.
fine. I mean, it's nice that I can it's nice that I don't have to update or audit anything, because then if I did on top of all the stuff I'm doing now, those would be long days.
Dang. Well,
No, I like it.
Don't you miss retail though?
Oh,
Don't you miss us?
yeah,
already?
Ethan and I have been yelled at multiple times throughout these past few weeks, telling people
oh my
hey,
gosh, I bet.
the amount of times it's if someone gets 2 things of the single hand wipes, for your car and stuff, I feel bad that I'm hey, I have to take one. But when someone comes up with literally 10, just no, you should know this.
Yeah.
It's I didn't see the sign, really, because it's all over the aisle.
You not seeing it
Is
and
not
that
my
being there is not. You being ignorant of it does not mean it's not there.
Oh,
The
man.
cashiers, they probably stop them, right? If
Yeah.
they grab
Well, yeah,
10
but
of
that's
them.
why I have to watch for what their they're getting. I have to like count everything, and then I like if they have too much. Every time I'm always like, okay, here we go. And I say, hey,
Oh,
so
really?
we're limiting certain items, and this is one of them. Like the other day, this guy got we're limiting pasta. It's one of them. Like dry foods. You can get 8 things of pasta.
It's quite a bit, I feel like.
I know, right? I thought it was kind of big too. But he got 3 things. He got 3 things of whole grain spaghetti, 3 things of regular spaghetti, just enriched flour and everything, and then he had 8 things of macaroni for kids and everything like that.
Okay.
So I let him know. I said, "Hey, you can only have 8. Do you want all the pastas and just 2 of the or do you want all the spaghetti and 2 of the macaronis?" And he's like, "It's macaroni." I was like, "Right, it's a pasta." Like,
Oh wow, so you're categorizing kind of
mac
in
and
general.
cheese is a pasta because
Yeah.
macaroni is a pasta. The only thing that's extra is the dry packet of cheese that it comes with.
Yeah, that's why it's in the pasta
the
aisle next to
magic.
spaghetti.
But I said, yeah, I'm gonna have to take. Do you want me to remove 6 of the macaronis? He's like, fine. I'll have to tell my kids why they're not getting macaroni this week. I was like,
They can always come back like in
Yeah,
a day or so, right?
yeah, they can. I mean, if he goes back to his car, comes back in, no one's gonna know. And if I notice him, I'm not gonna call him out on it because it's not worth my time. But
I mean, like he can come back like in the like once they need it. They don't.
well,
You know what
I know,
mean?
but people don't care about that. But I mean, like, if he literally wanted to, he could go to his car, remember the register that I was on, go back, get more, and then go to another one. It'd be kind of a dick thing, but I mean, he could do it. But
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
so
true.
many people they get upset about that. Like this one woman tried buying. Do you know those DHG milk things?
No.
Like
This Horizon.
The Horizon, like it's like they try to have it for kids and everything because it has more nutrients and stuff like that. It's kind of like the taller red containers for milk.
Oh, okay.
I know them
Yeah.
because I had to stock them a lot. But this
Okay.
woman came by when like the first week we were limiting things and we were doing 2 things of milk. She got 10 of these.
Oh my gosh.
And I said, "Hey, ma'am, we're limiting it, so you can only get 2." She's like, "I have 4 kids." And I was like, "I know, ma'am, but we're trying to limit so everyone gets a little bit." And she's like, "Well, can I get 2 of each flavor, like 2 whole grains, 2% 1% fat free?" And I went, because I knew the answer was no. And I looked at my boss, who was literally the next register, and she went, "No." And then,
Wow. No.
it was so like she literally looked up and went, "No." Like she's like, this is gonna be our lives for a little bit. She was very, very pissed. Like the amount of
That'd
people,
be annoying.
the amount of
'cause-
times people will be nice and friendly. It's like, "Oh hi, blah 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 blah," and then I say, "Oh, by the way, I have to limit this." Then they turn mad for the rest of the transaction. How many have you had
That's
a
annoying.
one that sticks out, Ethan?
There have been many, but the big thing is, so by state order, we're not allowed to do refunds anymore.
Yeah, I saw
Well,
that.
till a time, right? Because for Target, it's still like the 17th.
I don't know what the time is, but by state order we can't because we have to assume as soon as it leaves the store, it's been infected.
Yep.
And people come in like, I decided I want this, and like, there's like 10 signs in the front door that say, by the way, we can't do refunds.
Oh well,
Yeah.
And they all ignore it.
you know what sign we had to put up? I came in one day, and it said this store is not a CDC testing facility, and I went, that's really weird. Why would we need a sign to say that we're not a testing facility? So I went to one of the cashiers and I went, "So what's with the sign for the CDC?" And she went, "Because our glorious leader said that every Target and Walgreens has COVID testing kits." And I was like,
Oh gosh.
I literally went like I had like a very obvious confused face. I was like, "Why would he say that?" And she's like, "Oh, I don't know why he says half the things he says." It was really funny. But yeah, we have giant
That
signs that
would
say,
be-
"No, we are not testing for this."
Why would we have people testing for a pandemic disease in a grocery store?
Yeah, seriously.
Come on.
in a giant retail. Oh man. But yeah, it sounds like you're dealing with less people, Holly.
Yeah, like if I have to talk with someone, I just call or email.
Do you still keep the phone
Yeah.
6 feet away from your ear though?
No.
You feel the disease can travel through sound waves through phones.
That was a theory.
Yeah, right.
Was
That-
that actually a theory?
There was a theory that there was a theory that 5G towers were
that theory, yeah.
that 5G towers were helping it spread so fast, and then people are like, so how come countries that don't have these, nor have they ever had them, have the disease and it's spreading just as fast? And like, probably
Why do
because
you
it's
even
not
think
real.
that was a
Probably because
thing?
it's not actually transmitting through 5G radio waves. Because that's not how radio waves work.
If a disease ever did go through like radio waves, like the internet, basically, the world would be gone.
The world would be dead.
We'd
There'd be
be-
no hope.
We wouldn't know it existed until we were until like 80% of us were dead.
It would go into space.
Yeah.
The amount of space diseases we would have at this point,
Oh,
because we
oh,
transmit
God.
stuff into space via radio
Oh,
waves.
yeah.
We would all be dead.
The Earth would be one cell, and then that would be like the solar system would be like one organ, and that's how we slowly kill the universe.
We gave
Oh, you can't
COVID-19 to the Milky Way galaxy via radio waves. Other galaxies are standing 6 feet apart.
There's like a giant
Oh my
earthquake.
God.
It's like a giant, like the Earth got shook and everything. It's like, what happened? The universe coughed like, and shook everything. Not that the situation's funny. It does suck, but
That's interesting. I mean,
it's a very unique.
so are you
time.
now wearing a mask, Aaron? And Ethan, are you wearing a mask too?
I don't have masks. We're getting them, but it's gonna be about 2-3 weeks. I do wear gloves when I do carts.
The amount of hand sanitizer that I touch, not hand sanitizer, like heavy disinfectant spray,
Yeah, I
that we call it triple play, like the amount of stuff that I touch, like, it kills everything. My hands are super dry.
I tell people that when they say, why aren't you wearing gloves? And I'm like, because I'm cleaning constantly. My hands are so dry because I'm like, it's getting on my hands. Like, it's...
Nothing will survive, not even my hands.
Some person yelled at one of our cashiers for like, are you replacing your gloves after every single person? It's like, no, these are more for me, not for you.
Yeah, like I don't think there's enough materials already. I mean,
Yeah, like...
Also, wearing gloves doesn't do anything.
I disagree. I mean, if you touch it and you like touch your face and everything, I did not realize how much
There's
I touch
nothing
my
stopping.
face. Like I now like if I have to like scratch my eye, I get like the sleeve of my t-shirt and then I scratch it. But man, I did not realize how much I touch my face until all this.
I might be wrong,
Yeah,
but
same.
like at least non-medical gloves, like there's nothing stopping from the germs to getting inside of the glove.
That's yeah.
That-
it's an
Nothing-
impervious material.
Huh?
Isn't it an impervious material?
I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
I think
heard,
medical gloves are.
I
I
heard
think medical gloves are fine because it's like medical grade, but not
What
everyone's
gloves are
getting
you
medical
using?
grade. They get latex.
what I heard about the COVID.
Oh, see, CMS ordered us medical grade gloves, but really
luck
we're only
getting
supposed
those
to use them
in.
at gas stations. What? No, we already got them. I picked them up today.
Huh?
Oh, nice. Did they give you like a whole box?
Yeah. Each a box, and then we also got some alcohol wipes, and it's for when we fuel our tanks, because that's probably like the highest transmit area that we're exposed to.
Oh yeah, because it's your company car, so someone else could be driving it and everything.
But also when you fill up.
Well, no,
the
I mean,
gas.
I could take that car home. I'm saying when I go take it to the fuel, like when I go to get gas.
Oh,
if you
everyone's
touch a
touching the
pump-
gas pumps.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Crap.
car every day.
I'm gonna
like,
think
I
about
just
that
take that
next time I
home.
get my gas filled up.
Every time I come home, the first thing I do is immediately wash my hands.
Oh yeah, it's smart.
For like a good long while, I just wash.
Yeah, has anyone ever come to you since you work you deal with a lot of people? I've had a few people say, "Well, if you get it, you'll be fine because you're young." It's like I don't want to get it.
I've had a couple of those, but it's like, yeah, there's a good chance I will probably like survive, but I could transfer to people who won't survive.
Also, it doesn't sound fun.
Yeah.
Also, I found out all like the CDC is finding this out. So there are two things that I just recently learned. They found out how long it stays on certain materials. So it's 3 hours in the air. And I learned this last week, so I don't know if it's updated, but as of like, the end of March, it stays in the air for 3 hours. It stays on copper for 4, cardboard for 24 hours, and plastic and stainless steel, it can be up there for 3 days.
Yeah, it stays a long time.
But that's why we also, in retail at least in the state, we have to disinfect everything constantly.
We have to clean every single
Yeah.
part.
Yep.
There's another thing.
Like when if people like sometimes people want to take their hand baskets to the front, which is nice. It's like, oh,
We
these
clean-
guys have
we-
things
we-
out.
we
We
clean-
can't, and then like we have to take them and uses disinfectant spray and let it air dry before we can put it back in the front. Also, do every single cart we have to spray. Check stands, we can't have check stands open right next to each other. They have to alternate.
Oh, okay.
Because of the
And
social distancing.
Social distancing.
Same with
and
us, yeah.
the disinfectant spray isn't that great for food. If it
Oh
stays
yeah.
wet. So the ones that are closed, we'll spray down, we'll do wipe, and we let it air dry.
Oh, okay.
And by the time it's the new hour, it's dry.
You just switch?
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
So-
I didn't even know you guys were doing that.
But we have to do it in a way that when they switch, they're not next to each other. So if 2 and 4 open, 4 can't go to 3. 2 has to go to 1 first, and then 4 can go to 3.
Oh.
So that way, no
Oh.
one's next to each other, because they really want us. And this is the company in the state saying, like, we don't want people next to each other if at all possible. Check aisles are now one way. We have tape on the
Wow.
ground with arrows saying you can only go one way through these aisles.
Oh, wow. What?
Yeah, so it's in a loop.
Holy crap. That's actually...
Like how all places do Black Friday.
Yeah.
It's we're doing this that way.
Oh,
We don't have people like walking up next to each other.
I never thought of... Are they people actually obeying it?
No.
Yeah.
No one looks down. We also have like people counting, like we can only have so many people in the store. And we have like whoever's counting tells people, oh, by the way, we have arrows on the ground. Aisles are now one way now. Please be mindful and go the correct way, please. No one pays attention to that.
So, have you ever had to, like, tell people to wait outside?
Not at our store. We don't
Okay.
have, like, our limit's 150. The max we've had at one point was like 50 something.
I don't know. We were doing the same thing.
But other stores, like the one in my town, according to Lori, there was a line waiting outside because they reached the limit.
Costco only lets in 100 people at a time, apparently, and they have. I mean, there's videos of like, it
Yeah.
looks like it literally wraps around the building.
Because
There's
Oh.
we have a limit as well. We have to count as well, Holly. But I don't know why we're doing it, because the max I've seen it on average, the few times I've done it, we have 120 to 150 people in the store, and that seems like it's slow because the cashiers will not be doing anything because everyone slowly comes up. But our
Yeah.
limit is 500.
Oh wow.
And there's no way. I was talking to my boss. He's like, maybe the closest we'll ever get to that number, like maybe 350, is back to school with middle, high school, elementary, and college. But it's like not even on Black Friday is it like that crowded. So I don't know why we're counting it, but
it's probably, to be honest, at least
I don't know if it's
our store. I think it's just on a company level, because some stores I'm sure get there really fast.
some do. But I mean,
And they're just doing one set because it's easier to
we
on a
closed.
corporate level.
We have 2 doors to come in.
Yeah,
We closed one,
Yeah.
so that way we can control.
We-
So many people are pissed off about that.
I saw the email because our store only has one set of doors.
Yeah, you're lucky.
But other stores, because they have a Starbucks and everything, have 2 sets of doors. And I saw the email saying you got 1 set of doors, keep one set open, preferably one next to the Starbucks.
So do they?
Because that's usually a bigger set
Are
of
their
doors.
Starbucks open?
I have no idea.
Because I went to King Supers
Mine's not.
and their
have
Starbucks
one.
was open, and I was confused because I thought only drive-through Starbucks could be open. Like ours is closed.
I have no idea.
I
No,
don't-
I really
the
don't
one
know.
at Xander store is also open.
it is. Huh.
So
Yeah.
it might be on a store-to-store basis. But also the ones close to the Starbucks tend to be a bigger set of doors.
Oh, okay.
But because it's like the main entrance.
Also, King Supers has the plastic in between them.
Yeah. What I don't understand is
Have you seen?
people at this point know, like, we all have to make sacrifices. Nothing is normal anymore.
I
It
know.
won't be
Yeah.
normal for a long time. We have to sacrifice some
That's why I'm surprised
things.
people get angry. 'Cause
Getting
it's
mad
like-
at stuff like
like-
it's like
When it first started, I understood, but at this
True.
point, it's like, well, how come I can only have one thing of toilet paper? It's like,
because I wait for 3 weeks.
you guys are out. You guys are out of toilet paper. It's like, right. The country's kind of out right now. The world is kind of out
There's a
right now.
Brianna had a call this morning from a customer who got mad that when we said we didn't have any Lysol wipes, we most likely won't be getting in for a long time. And apparently the customer went like, your sales would improve if you have those in, right? And we're like, we didn't say this to her, but I was talking about it, like, there is a global shortage on stuff like that.
Yeah.
And hospitals are first priority for a very good reason.
I wonder how long it's going to take for the world to be back to normal. Like, let's say, I mean, I think it's going to be over a year
Oh yes, definitely won't be this year.
for a vaccine, and how long do you think it will be? Because let's say the numbers are down and we found a cure and everything. How people are still going to be scared. They're still going to wear masks. They're still going to like be social distant. How long do you think it is until people kind of forget and go back to normal? I think once it's officially like declared over and things get better, it'll still be 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
Nothing will be the same until like my theory is like 2024, 25.
Yeah. There's no way things, and
Like-
things won't go back, quote unquote, to normal. Operations will be changing. on
Well,
how
that's not
everyone
true.
manages
Yeah.
everything.
Actually, I lied. The president said, we're going to be open up this Sunday, because wouldn't it be beautiful if the country was back open on Easter Sunday?
Right,
Oh my gosh.
because that's how.
That's how the virus works.
Yeah, because the was like, oh, it's
kinda
Easter, I need to
sucks.
stop.
It really does suck. I don't know if like we want to get political, but that like like America has done a horrible job, literally because Trump's like, that's not real. Oh, we don't need to do
It's
this.
fine.
Oh, you disagree with me? I'm gonna fire you. But I'm trying to help the. Nah. There was a tweet I saw. I don't know if it's a tweet, but it was something online where someone said, look at Germany's numbers, how they're going down compared to America's. The reason is Germany's president used to like do something in a medical field. It's like, and America's president was a reality TV show.
Yeah.
was
Oh my
on reality
gosh.
TV. It's like there's a difference. Like in Canada, like someone had a list of all the people who were like the guy who's in charge of the military, like used to be in the military. The person in charge of schools used to be like a principal for years. The person in charge of all the medical stuff in the
like
country used to be a
experience.
doctor. Yeah, and Trump is just like, I like this guy. He seems smart. Let's have him in charge of the schools.
He
Do you
gave,
know
he
people-
gave me money.
Yeah. But yeah, it would be interesting to see how this would have how America would have reacted to this and be if we were under
Anyone else.
literally any other leadership. I was about to say. I was gonna say
Even
better, but
Ted Cruz, and I hate Ted Cruz. He probably would have done better than
Well,
right now.
I was watching the John Oliver show because Trump said that he thinks people are talking about the numbers because they want to ruin his
The things he'll make him look bad for the polls.
yeah,
when it
he
comes to
says
election
he says I think people want the economy to fail because they want to make my numbers look bad. And John Oliver said it's not about you. Like he talked about 2 congressmen that he hates most of the time, but he says I admit they're actually doing a pretty good job at handling it. I feel bad for the governor of New York.
season. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, like
Oh
New
my
York, it
gosh,
seems like
yeah.
New York is getting hit the most. What is it? New York and California?
I think so.
I mean,
Yeah.
New York is just like a giant pool of like shoulder to shoulder people, and I mean they're the ones having the most daily deaths and everything.
Yeah, it's scary.
I mean, it's hard to not talk about this because it literally like I was going for a walk today, and my mom said, "Where's your mask?" I was like, "Well, I don't have one." She's like, "I don't think you can go out then." I was like, "We're not under a quarantine though. Like I don't have to wear a mask, and I would if I had one."
Advised,
But
but yeah,
we
that's not
literally
required.
spent 5 minutes trying to find an updated thing today, and it said, for Colorado, it is highly advised to wear a mask, but not recommended. I was like, cool, I'm going for
It's
a
not.
walk.
It's not mandatory.
It's
I'm
advised,
good.
It's
but not
recommended, but not
mandatory.
mandatory.
But here's what happened. I was going for a walk, and I was like, listen, the route that I'm just going to the lake and coming back home. That's it, because it takes like an hour. That's all I wanted. The lake is big enough that I can be on one side, and so can people like when they're going the opposite way. Same with the sidewalks. I kept track of this. Every group of people, whether it was 1 or 2, there was a group of 6. There were 6 teenagers, and I was like, cutting it close. but every group that I saw, 1 in 3 had some type of mask. Most people didn't. And I don't think that's a bad thing
really?
because we were all keeping our distance, but I mean we were just all going for a walk, like we were just going around the lake. Everyone was doing that. And we're also spaced out enough that I'm not trying to sound like ignorant because I don't want to be like those people on spring break who said, "Oh, I'm not going to get it," or "I don't care if I get it," and then a lot of them got it. But I mean, if I'm going
Everyone
if-
who
if-
had the coronavirus parade or protest, and they all got it.
I know, God, what the frick were you expecting?
Did you see the governor's face?
No.
Well, his tone of voice when it was like, and a bunch of people got corona because they had a coronavirus party, and also
Oh my
it was also mentioned on John Oliver. The the sign language.
Oh, that's right.
interpreter
Oh, that's right.
Had the face of what on earth?
While
is wrong with you?
she was
people?
signing the words, but her face went, "Hey, what?" like she was like signing like they did what?
Like there's no way this is real.
I forgot about that. Yeah, they all had a protest and then they all got sick. But I'm aware I was about to say. But it's actually been 55 minutes, so this was
Oh wow, way longer.
I know it went by kind of fast, but this is just kind of a test. Normally we'll see if you guys like doing this. I think we'll do more because when we're home, we can literally just be like, all right, get off, we're done, whatever. We don't have to like go visit just for a podcast. I don't have to move my computer and everything into a bigger
that's
room.
nice.
So we can easily like do
We
this.
could also space each other 6 feet apart.
Yeah. So it would be a lot easier to maybe do these weekly, but at least every other week, and we can do hour long stuff. So it just depends
I
on
think that.
what we want to talk about. But this was a good first run, guys. So thank you, Ethan,
Yeah.
for being here. That literally is giving me the name of the podcast because of the beginning.
Thanks, Ethan.
But yeah, thanks, Holly, and we'll see if we
You're
can get
welcome.
more because it might be fun to do at least 4 people.
I think so.
But yeah, bye everyone. Bye.
Right, bye.